Now let's go to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 4 matchup.
The Titans are ready to run back this kick. The Colts setting up here for the kickoff.
To the 20, mark him down at the 19.
And now we've got what you'd call the wily veteran at quarterback, about to head onto the field for the first time today.
Yeah, when you're a quarterback like this and you've had success, you go out in the field, you can't wait for the game to start because veterans think only good things are going to happen to them. So they're confident and ready to go.
Nice tackle.
It takes really good corners to play a defense where you challenge the wide receivers and just play them man-to-man coverage. I don't think this defense has that kind of quality corners.
He's got the catch.
Tackle down at the 47.
Well, when you play this type of defense where you play cover 3, in other words, you have 3 defenders playing one in the middle, one right, and one left, well, the weakness of that defense is going to be underneath. So slant patterns, they're pretty easy against this cover 3.
Let's go.
2nd and 2. Play action. Launching it deep. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
Now, here's a look at the Titans lineup on offense. Last week, their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards.
3rd and 2. Flip to the outside. Spins away from the tackle. And they'll end up losing 4 here.
That was a drive that looked like it had the makings of a touchdown, but instead, the defense is able to make a stand.
That's the great thing about playing defense, Jim, in the NFL. It just takes one play to stop a drive, and we just saw it that time on the defensive side.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation.
Has his target.
And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Split backfield here from the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. Very nearly intercepted.
Here's how the Colts defense, they know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways.
Offense lines up here. 2nd down and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Does it take talent to do something like this? You've got a time to pass where the football's going, where the receiver's going to catch it and do the perfect timing. Hit that receiver and that football comes flying out. Nice job that time. Incomplete pass.
In on the stop. They march right onto the field with this opening drive, and they're moving the chains with regularity.
They sure are, and I think it's time for the defense to quit sitting in there in that bland defense they're running, take a chance and try to stop this drive.
Offense lines up here. Back to the air here on 1st down. Finds his mark. He's in for the touchdown.
Well, when your offense goes out there and scores a touchdown to put you ahead, it's got to give a big lift to the defense. They got to get excited and go out there and hold that lead.
The Colts have themselves in a hole early. Let's see if their offense can respond on its first drive. The score's 7-0.
They're setting up the return.
And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
And here's a quarterback coming onto the field who has plenty of experience under his belt.
Yep, there's no doubt. He is the man in charge, and he shows it just the way he handles himself. And that's why he plays so well. That's why he's in this game today.
Out of the shotgun.
Looking to the right side and throwing. And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
The Colts have been involved in some tight games these past 2 weeks. They won one last week, but now they trail in another close one, Phil.
Given these close games, which we seem to see almost every single week, it usually comes down to which team doesn't turn the football over.
The Colts take it from the 43. Throws to the right. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Number 5.
Now, here's a look at the Colts offense. Last week, they were motoring up and down the field, throwing for over 350 yards. Split backfield here. Out of the gun. Ball's picked off. Away from the stack. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Titans.
Well, I really have no complaints. Sometimes you're going to throw interceptions, but my complaint is the offensive players. Nobody hustling, nobody there to make the tackle, and they return it all the way for a touchdown.
Ready to swing his leg as aggressively as possible and send the football down to the end zone. And he'll start his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. First down on the way. Quarters formation here for the defense. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Pulls it in. Here's how the Titans defense. This is a unit that's a quarterback's nightmare. Last week, they got to the quarterback 7 times for sacks. Second down and 5. Here's the handoff. They tackle him for a loss.
Well, when you have good team speed on the defensive side, you can make plays just like this. You can get it in the backfield and tackle the running back for a loss.
Line up now on third down. They were very good at converting these situations a week ago. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. The Colts snap it at the 26. And he's going to be dropped. And that's a 3 and out for the offense.
Well, it's all about timing. I got to tell you something. The safety did a wonderful job timing the snap count that time. Caught everybody off guard, and he gets the sack on the QB.
He's going to try and return this one. Good piece of tackling. First down here. Double tight end formation. Takes it on the counter. Taken down a yard short of the first.
When you have a defense that's not playing good techniques, they're selling out, overplaying plays while you run the counter runs to counteract what they're doing on the defensive side.
He's brought to a halt.
The Titans offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
2 tight ends on the field here. He's brought down.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. Intercepted. Smartly takes the knee in the end zone.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it, and inside their own 20, they finally come up with the play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
From the shotgun. Gets it out for the completion. Tackles made.
haven't changed from when I played till now. With zone coverage, quarterbacks, offensive coordinator, and receivers, they expect a completed pass, and that's what they got in this last play.
The Colts snap it at the 31. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Ends up picking up 3 yards.
I know you won't believe this, but sometimes completing a short pass like that does give a quarterback confidence, so it does serve a purpose.
Second down here.
The Colts will approach this play from out of the pistol. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Oh, we got us a nice drive going here, Jim. Another first down. They are just making one solid play after another and just marching down the field.
First down at the 45. Looking to the right side and throwing.
On the money.
They've come out in the first half and tried to get the football as often as possible in the hands of their top receiver.
Well, what we're seeing is so many ways to get the football to the wide receiver in today's game. Formations, you can move these guys all around. You can stack them up. So if you want to get the football to them, you can, and it's an awesome job so far.
And that's a 2-yard gain.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a first down.
Second down and 8. Handoff. That'll stop the play right there.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Third down and 4. Catch made. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
The field goal try. Yes, sir.
Jim, they get the field goal at that time, and it keeps the momentum on their side. It's positive energy. It makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
Spins away from contact. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. They come to the line, and it's first down. We'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Pass is intercepted. He's stacked up at that point.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The defense comes out in the nickel.
The Colts have it at the 39. Has his target.
The Colts now move the chains.
You can do all you want on the defensive side. You can give a lot of looks, but it's just too easy for the quarterbacks and receivers to throw and catch.
The Colts, pistol set here.
First down at the 26. The give. Gains 14.
This is where games are won and lost. Once an offense gets down the red zone, even though they're down more than 7, can you find a way to punch it in there for the touchdown and not settle for a field goal?
Halfway through the second quarter.
They'll go ground, and that picks up 3.
The Colts won't be happy with the results of that play. They run it once they get into the red zone, and it does not fool the defense. They get overpowered, and they get a short gain.
3-step drop. Incomplete. Looking underneath that time.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job of it.
The defense gets a sack.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. but when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
The kick is good.
When you get great field position, Jim, you got to take advantage of it. The offense didn't do it. I blame the coach. Those were terrible play calls, but a good kick by the kicker.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. First down here. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Throws the pass. Easy catch there. No one near him. We knew we might be in for some big numbers in the passing game today, and we've seen that so far, Phil.
We have seen that. The quarterback has been magnificent, no doubt about it. And what you have to do on the defensive side, look, you know they're going to get the yards. You just hope to stop them down in the red zone and make them kick field goals.
The offense has had time now to game plan, strategize after the timeout, and now they're ready to go. First down here after the completion. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Looking across the middle, the ball's deflected, incomplete.
Oh, good job by the linebacker knocking that pass down that time. All he did was watch the eyes of the quarterback, and he reacted. It put him in good position, and he knocks the football down.
The Titans take it from the 38. That pass, well defended.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Third down on the way. We're moving in on the 2-minute warning. One more snap first. Still got it after the play action. Has it. Touchdown. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. The Titans line up for the point after. The point after is good.
The Colts have made things difficult for themselves in the second half. And now the return team is ready to see if they can perhaps get anything ignited before the intermission. The scores 21-6. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Now 1st and 10. That picks up 11. It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say get that football to him. Every game, that would be my priority because he's one of the best ones in the NFL. And once he catches the football, look out. Quarterback's got to know when it's inside of 2 minutes and that clock is moving, you want to get the football down the field and out of bounds. Holds on to the football too long, gets the sack, and that just kills the time management.
They'll go shotgun here. Catch made. Picks up 8 here. Offense still looking for a first after that completion on 2nd down. Throws to the right. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down.
Look, when you get that kind of time to throw the football as a quarterback, you got to make a better throw than that. Great job by the offensive line. Poor job by the quarterback.
Looking for a lane on the return. And he's brought to the ground. The Titans offense now marches onto the field. Nickel formation here for the defense. First down at the 33. Got the completion. That brings the play to an end.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
First down at the 16. Brings it into his body. The Titans call a timeout and are left now with only one. Coming up, second down. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Almost intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Had it, but the hit knocks the ball out.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Offense lines up here. He'll throw it over the middle. Gains 5. The Titans with no timeouts left. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
You know, if you're a defensive player and you're covering a receiver down here on first and goal, you don't have to cover that much area. That's a terrible job by the defense giving up that touchdown pass.
The Colts are ready to return the kick. He's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line, starting this drive at the 28. Nickel formation for the defense here. The Colts take it from the 28. They'll go ground. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. The Colts are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. They've come out in the dime package. 2nd and 6. Brought down just 2 yards shy of the first down marker. The Colts with a little uncertainty, so they take a timeout here before 3rd down. This will probably be the last play of the first half. The Colts snap it at the 36. Going for the deep ball. That's an interception. We'll switch sides and take a break for halftime as the second quarter has come to a close here in Circle City. Back to Indianapolis after a short break. He'll have a chance to take off. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Colts getting ready now to start their drive. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. And now here's the first snap of the second half. They bring him down at the 29-yard line.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Titans defense now is going to go nickel. 2nd and 4. No one's going to get him now. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He's churning ahead. They bring him to the turf.
It is hard to make a tackle from behind out there in open space with the speed of all these guys in the NFL, but a good job that time by the defense making that tackle.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. To the right side. Brought down after a gain of 6.
Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back, They need to make a big play here.
Offense lines up here. Right back to him. On the way, third down. He'll take the snap from the gun. He's looking to the right here on this throw. The tackle is made.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
A sloppy 5-yard penalty on the false start.
False start, offense.
Chip shot here. And he puts it through for 3.
Never take it for granted. When you're trying a field goal, a lot of things could go wrong, but good execution that time by the offense and a good kick. 3 points.
Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. First down, offense readying for the snap. Snap it out of the gun. Airing it out. And they can't connect. Tight ends are so valuable in this league now. And today we've seen why. He's created big plays for this offense.
You're right, they are valuable because you can do so many different things with them. You can line them up in the line. Scrimmage, you can take them outside as a wide receiver, and when they get matched up against linebackers and safeties, man, the quarterback's eyes light up. They are looking for the tight end.
The Titans from the 22. That catch gives them a first down. You have to like what this team has done today passing the football. It's been their identity this season, and that continues here today.
Yeah, he's like, listen, this quarterback is a lot like a pitcher. Some days he'll beat you with the fastball. The next day it's the breaking ball, and that's what he can do too. He beats you with power or finesse. It doesn't matter.
That's second down coming up. Keeps it here. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. A takeaway. Nice tackle.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
First and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. In on the stop.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
They'll run it. Here's the handoff. And he is tackled down at the 38-yard line.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Now third and short following the run. The defense comes out in the dime. Back to the ground. They knocked him down behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the defensive line? Getting that penetration, getting off the football at the snap, and getting it done, getting in the backfield and making that tackle.
The Titans come to the line to start this drive at the 24. The defense comes out in the nickel.
throws it toward the sideline, and what a catch. You love to see these players who can bounce back quickly in the league, and this quarterback has done this after a...
That play is going to be challenged. Challenge flag is out. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
So he challenged the play, and the coach's challenge does not pay off.
Well, I agree with the head coach still. I would have made this challenge because it was so important to the outcome of the game, and it was a little bit of a gamble, but it was worth it.
He's taken down at the 42. Second down after going to the ground game the first play. Gonna go draw. Taking it up the middle.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
Third and 5. He makes the catch. There's the offense picking up another first down on third down.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs. Well, anytime you're talking about a successful run in the NFL, the running back is going to be a big part of that. Breaking tackles, but this time it was just the vision of the running back. He picked the right hole and picked up some nice yards.
To the ground. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1.
Hey, that's a great job by the defense. What an effort and what speed. That time they get in the backfield and tackle the runner for a loss.
Get ready. Let's go.
The Titans have it at the 39. And off the mark on that short throw.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
No good. An empty trip for the offense.
Jim, I can't get on the kicker this time. That was a long field goal try, and when you send the guy out there to kick one that long, you got a 50-50 chance. That time they lost.
One last play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
First and 10. Delayed handoff. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2. After running it, it's second down. Nothing drives a coach crazier than a false start penalty.
False start. Offense. Still second down.
And after that penalty, it's now second down and 16. The Colts line up in the pistol. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. And he's forced to the ground.
There is nothing worse for a quarterback than have the pocket collapse. And that time they collapsed on his left side. There's nothing he can do, and he goes down for the sack.
They send the tight end in motion. The Colts from the 32. The catch is made. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense. Looking ahead, the Colts will be on the road in Mexico City next week, while the Titans will be playing at home next week. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Looking long. What a catch. Good piece of tackling.
When you arguably have the strongest arm in the NFL, you love to show it off and throw the football down the field. Beautiful long completion by the top passing yard leader in the NFL.
First down at the 23. Looking to the right side and throwing. No room to complete that one. And here we have second down. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Drop back, shotgun formation. Has the first down here as he's tackled.
When you run the slant route, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
They'll take the snap from inside the red zone. A week ago, they had a lot of success inside the 20. First and goal.
Secures it with two hands. You look at the numbers again, and really both these tight ends have looked fantastic.
Well, coming in today's game, Jim, I thought these were two really solid tight ends. I'm not sure anymore. They are working their way up the ladder. They're potential superstars.
Second and goal from the 3. Gets the runs it across. Touchdown.
Well, it's a nice touchdown drive by the offense. They're still behind, but I got to say this to the defense. You're just giving up. You're letting them march down there and letting them get back in the game. Toughen up and get it done.
The Titans returners are back deep. They still have that big lead. Scores 28-16. The 18-yard line. The Titans are set for their next possession.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
They'll run it here.
He's brought to a halt.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Good yardage picked up on that call.
The Colts are giving up a ton of yards through the air, which is surprising because this secondary usually dictates the flow of a game.
Yeah, they've been good all year long, Jim. They do have a good defense. When you talk about their secondary, they can cover guys, but today it has been rough. They are going to get some very fast receivers.
Offense lines up here.
The Titans will take the snap from the 45.
Right back to him one more time. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
The Titans offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big game.
First down here after the run. Nickel formation here for the defense.
Almost intercepted that time.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
This will be second down. Nickel formation for the defense here. Looking to go down the field here. Scores the touchdown.
That was a nice job that time by the offense, driving down for the touchdown to increase their lead. That really takes a lot of pressure off their defense.
Driving extra point is good. The Colts will now be in an even deeper hole here as they get ready to return the kick. Scores 35-16. Taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Colts break huddle and start their drive this time from the 29.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. He's brought down. Phil, this quarterback matchup has been a great one today, as both have put on quite a show.
Yeah, it's been a great matchup between the quarterbacks. And look, I think the league is loaded with really good quarterbacks. I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, the league doesn't have enough guys. Yeah, they do. There are a lot of good ones. Give them time, and they'll show it too.
He's got the catch, and he races out of bounds at that point. And, Phil, we see the numbers now. You think when a quarterback is posting numbers like this, they would be leading, but that's not the case.
It is not the case, Jim. The defense has really struggled today, even though the quarterback and the offense making a lot of nice plays. It's not enough. The defense, they have to step up.
Airtight coverage, incomplete.
Well, that pass is incomplete, Jim, but that's just a terrible job by the quarterback. When they're running the slant route, just throw it right at their stomach.
Time enough to squeeze in one more play before the 2-minute warning here in the fourth. The Colts will take the snap from the 35. The defense gets the sack. Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. The Titans with a nickel look here on defense. Third and a long way to go. Another sack. The coach is going to go for it. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. From the gun. Reaches out and snatches it. Into the open. The Colts get a first down. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. No time to huddle now. Out of the shotgun formation. And he's thrown to the ground. Second down now. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Takes it from the gun. Going for the home run. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Third down following the incompletion. The Colts with an empty backfield look here. Tight end in motion. Got the completion. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. They'll go right to the hurry-up. Won't use a timeout here. Makes the reception. This is going to set up a change of possession.
Well, we see it more and more. The football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Makes the catch in open space. Tackles made. First down here after the completion. The jumbo set on the field. Keeps it on the play fake. Throws to the right. Could have been intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have one or two passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
Let's go.
Second and 10. Has his man. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line. The defense comes out in the nickel. Got a hand on it. He'll force the incompletion.
Boy, it must be hard just to knock the football down. That time he's in good position because you know the defender wanted to go for the interception, but he played it smart and knocked it down instead.
Second down and 10. Gains 19. The Titans are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. This play set up by the long gainer. Keeps it here. Sticks to his hands. Gains 18.
You must be very creative in the red zone when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they get a nice play call, they throw the pass, complete it for a good solid pickup.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. One more snap and we can call it a day. Touchdown as we near the end of this one.
Well, that touchdown just put the icing on the cake, Jim, whatever you want to say, because now the lead's too big, not enough time for the other team to come back. Great job by the offense.
The Colts are ready to return the kick. They're setting up the return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Well, it's a big performance in front of a primetime audience and a sweet victory.